Hello, everyone. My name is Hillary Thompson. I am your Emerald upline, and I'm so happy to have you on our weekly team call, Monday Motivation. Today, we are going to hear from some of your leaders and their top 3 business tips. I said 3, so who knows? I have talkers like me on this team, so hopefully we'll keep it to 3, but I'm super excited for them to share. So without further ado, your first speaker is Miss Annie, and let me get her unmuted and she can take it away.
All right. Hi, my name is Annie Hashchild. The first few business tips that I thought of that I think are most important, I should say. The first one is personal growth with yourself. Many of the things that I've learned since starting Plexus is you can try to do this business, you can push as hard as you want, but until you're ready and you're at that point, you're only going to go so far, and you're going to hit a roadblock, or you're going to face your obstacles. So right away, to start out with, personal growth is very important. Some of the things that I like to do is right away in the morning is I like to listen to a motivational video and do my daily affirmations. Daily affirmations are very, very important. They also help you not only to help your business, but also with your self-confidence too. Another thing with personal growth is books. Books are very, very important to continue to read and to even listen to if you can. There are many different authors out there that have great books to listen to, whether they be network marketing, whether they be self-help or motivational or just personal growth with yourself. Second tip I have is believe in yourself. Along with this goes with your daily affirmations. You know you can do it. You have to believe that you can and trust that you can. Third is set goals, daily goals, weekly goals. Another thing that I like to do with setting my goals is not only my daily goals, is I set times throughout the day that I actually work on my Plexus. I set times that I do my invitations. I set times that I do my reading. I set times that I do my team calls. If I don't do that, I tend to notice that I procrastinate throughout the day, and it gets later and later in the day. And by the time it's bedtime and I haven't done my invitations, or I haven't reached out to my follow-ups or things like that. So not only with goals, setting times for goals and to keep those goals. Those are my 3 tips.
I had to unmute myself. Awesome. Thank you, Annie. Yes, those are great. I was taking some notes. Of course, that personal growth and development is so, so, so important. I love that you do your things on set times throughout the day. It is so important because it is easy to say, oh, I'll do it later. I'll do that later. I'm going to do that later. And then by the end of the day, you haven't done anything. And then you're like, oh, I guess I'll do it tomorrow. And then the next day you do the same thing. And again, I don't want to talk too much because I'm sure that the other 2 leaders are going to cover this, but it's consistency. You have to do it consistently. So if you're not setting those goals, putting time stamps on them, when you're going to do them, allot that time. And that's another thing I hear a lot is, I don't have time. Well, we all have time. Put out, I've said it before, if you have 15 minutes, put 3 5-minute slots. And, send out your invitations, do your follow-ups, prospect, whatever you want to do. So awesome. Thank you so much, Miss Annie.
You're welcome.
Okay, next up we have Joanna, Slavin, and Josh. And I'll let you guys talk.
Hey, Hillary. Thanks for inviting us and letting us chat tonight. We're honored to be on this call. And I just wanted to touch base on the whole time thing. And when people say they don't have time, my response to this is, really, isn't that more the reason to want to build this business? I mean, you can build a business that can afford you the freedom of time. Priceless, right? I mean, Plexus can offer that for you. So really, that's just an excuse. But Josh and I, we were kind of brainstorming about our 3 business tips because we do this business together. Josh has 18 years of leadership experience in the military. So, he's just kind of my partner on this. But the first one that we thought of is the acronym we used was KISS, right? KISS. And it's keep it super simple. Don't overcomplicate it. So when you get a newbie that joins your team, all you really got to do is, again, keep it simple. Tell them the importance of writing down their why, posting daily on Facebook, obviously being consistent with that. I have people that they'll come to me and they'll be frustrated because they haven't gotten a customer in 2 weeks. The first thing I ask them, or the first thing I do is I go to their Facebook and I'm like, the last time you posted about Plexus was like 2 weeks ago, So posting on Facebook, we can all do that daily. We all have a minute to write a post about Plexus. And another thing too, if you're going to, let's say oh my gosh. So I like to buy makeup from people, okay? I have lots of friends that sell makeup. I'm going to go with the person that is the most passionate about their business and their products. I'm not going to go with somebody that's like, maybe she posted 2 weeks ago or, whatever. I'm going to go with somebody that loves it, that's just driven and motivated and inspired. So posting daily is really key. Sending out those invitations. I mean, really, it's super easy just to, message 5 friends a day and be like, hey, I've got this great product that, we know Plexus makes great products. Why not share it? And really waiting for your own testimony is a really big mistake too. And then doing those group chats, you can do this business from day one, literally know nothing, because your sponsor is going to be there to help you. So keeping it simple, those 3 things. The other one, the other business tip I have is focus on helping others to get what they want, and then you will get what you want. And Josh, do you want to help me elaborate on this? We kind of thought of this one together, but he's going to help me elaborate.
Well, the biggest part of, because being in an entrepreneurial business like this it comes down to leadership and being a leader. And the biggest thing about being a leader, it's not about you. It's not about me. It's about the people that I'm engaging with. It's about my customers. I need a customer base. Plexus needs to sell product in order for us to make money. So we need a good customer base. And on top of that, to grow your business, you need people, you need coworkers, or you need people underneath you to help sell that product as well. So when you take it off yourself and you put it on them and realize it's not about me, it's not about my points, it's not about this, it's not about that, it's about you. It's about you, me helping you start your business. It's about me helping my customers get whatever they want out of this. Whether, it's, pain, or I shouldn't say pain relief, but, managing their pain. Discomfort. Sorry. Managing their discomfort.
He's a rookie.
Or whatever it may be. It's not about me. It's about them. People are going to be more comfortable with somebody when you are generally concerned about what they want.
Yeah. And that really comes down just to building that relationship right from the customer and being involved in them. Yes, making it about them, and really just finding that common ground. And that common ground, it doesn't have to be a huge life event. It can simply be, oh, you need an afternoon nap? Well, guess what? That used to be me too, but then I found Plexus. So really just focusing on helping the other people, making it about them, and just building that relationship. And if they're not ready to start Plexus at that time, that's okay. You've planted that seed, and if you just keep building that relationship and nurturing it and watering it, it will eventually come. And then the third thing is we wrote this one down together, is everything will rise and fall on leadership. You want to help me with that one too?
Yes. This is no different than what I do. I have to build and grow a team in the military. It has to be a very successful team. I can't allow my team to lose, because at the end of the day, there's no restart. There's no another game. So in that aspect, I have to create an environment that inspires people to give me the 110% that I need and our team needs, because I can't do it alone. I need everybody to pull their weight. So, if you're not engaging with your people, your ambassadors, whoever it may be, and showing them the way, the path, the system that we have in place, then they feel like they're getting pushed to the side, so they're not valuable anymore. Okay, so it's really creating that environment, that winning mentality for these people, because it is. It's a very, I don't want to say it's a very difficult business, but it's very difficult to bring to the surface what everybody actually has inside of them. Okay, everybody has the ambition to want to do this. They just don't know where it is and how to grab it, because we're so used to living in this box that society has created for us. We don't know how to step out of that box and do it for ourselves. Does that make sense?
So
I get one head nod.
those are our 3 business tips. Do you have anything else you wanted to add?
No, unless anybody's got questions.
Awesome.
And all I have to say is,
Go.
another thing is, don't quit. Because when you're quitting, I mean, you're just quitting on yourself. Like, our future is in network marketing. It really is. I've been reading the leadership book, Go Pro by Eric Worre, and it's a phenomenal book. It's a super easy read. I think I read half the book yesterday while I was at my camper. Reading leadership books really helped develop and evolve me into a leader. So if that's something you're serious about doing, is, being a leader and growing a team, definitely get into those leadership books. 15 minutes a day. That's all you need to start with. And that's a really easy book to start with.
Awesome. Yes. Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Josh, too, for sharing. Okay. So with Joanna and Josh, I love your kiss, the keep it super simple, because that is, and it is when you guys start and you're brand new, exactly what Joanna said. I mean, you don't have to know everything. That's what the 3-way conversations are for, or group chats, whatever you want to call them. But utilize your sponsor, utilize that upline. And like Josh said, this isn't about us, and it's the same way when you're sharing it, either the opportunity or the products with people. When you remove your ego from it and stop thinking about yourself and what they're going to think about you and how's this going to affect me and what if they say this, what if they say that, and you're just fully in it, invested for offering something that's amazing and that people need, that's when, like you said, that's when the change happens. That's when it starts working like that, running. And yes, absolutely, everyone has to pull their own weight. I give the analogy of running, and no strollers and no wagons. So we're all going and we're all a team and we're all running together, but absolutely everyone has to be involved. And yeah, so awesome. Thank you guys. Sorry, I was just looking to make sure I didn't miss anything on my notes that I took. Next is Miss Kylie, your next girlfriend. Let me find you here and unmute you. Oh, you're unmuted.
I just did.
Good.
I just couldn't wait to talk. How am I going to follow that? That was awesome, you guys. All 3 of you guys. Those were awesome tips. And I'm really, really excited that, only a few of them were like doubled up by me. Like, we're covering everything basically tonight, and it's awesome. Like, I love everybody's leadership tips. It's awesome. Okay, so the first one that I have is the power of 3. Power of 3, again, keeping it simple. 3-way group chats are massive. Utilizing your leader. We've already heard this. Going silver. Going silver is one of the most exciting things, I think, within Plexus. It kind of really shows you where everybody, where that person wants to be. Going silver and then getting that paycheck is massive. Making it a big deal is even better, because we have so much awesomeness to offer with Plexus, and our team is just as amazing. And to show other people that, our team is, we're all a pack and we're all together, it's pretty great. The 80% prospecting and the 20% pouring into your team. And don't forget to set your goals. That's very, very, very important, to set those goals and to actually do something with those goals. Don't stop signing. Sorry, I have stuff written down, so I'm hoping to not be scatterbrained. Number 2. Okay, so this is something that my team is we're kind of knee deep in this. Being passionate and being bold. We are all very, very passionate, but being bold is kind of one of those little challenges that a lot of us have, because we're so compassionate and we care about so many people that it's hard to be bold and actually just draw your line in the sand and be like, okay, you know what? I see your Facebook posts on Facebook all the time. When is it going to be the time for you to just try Plexus? You know? So being passionate, being bold. When sharing Plexus, you lead with yourself. People, I wrote this down here. Hold on. Be a product of the product, and naturally you will attract people. It's that law of attraction. Don't be jealous of anybody because everybody's journey is different. And I wrote this quote down because I just absolutely love it. I'm kind of a quote person. So what you think you become, what you feel you attract, and what you imagine you create. I'm a huge believer in the law of attraction, and being passionate and being bold is just really, it's pretty important. And number 3 is don't overmanage. This is something that was actually just covered in another call that we were just doing, and it was really funny because I wrote this down because this is something that sometimes I feel a lot of us maybe struggle with because, you know, we're the boss, but we're not the boss. We're not the boss at all. Everybody has their own business. This is everybody's business. It's everybody's baby. You take care of your baby the way that you want it to be raised. Don't doubt yourself. That's one thing that in the past couple months, I'm going to be absolutely honest with you guys, I have been struggling with is I have been doubting my leadership skills. And I should have never done that because it's definitely not something that I should have doubted. There needs to be a fine line between coddling your team and pulling your stroller and then actually doing the do. You got to go out and do it. You know, those people that say they want the business, you're with them for so long, and then you show them the process, and then the process just continues to get followed. Don't ever stray from the process. So at the end of the day, the people that will go, and then everybody else, you just love them where they're at. Sometimes that's hard, but you just gotta love them where they're at because they'll be back.
I guess she's done. She muted herself. Must be the sign. She didn't even say bye. She just muted herself. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Kylie, so much.
Sorry, I had children becoming awake and they were being loud. So
gotcha. It's okay. I just thought it was cute.
Sorry, guys.
So bye. Okay. So again, the power of 3. Keeping it simple. You know, and going over the group conversations, group chats, something that was discussed on an earlier call that I really, really like the idea of, and I'm going to toss it around with some of the leaders too, is having set times for these group conversations, and they're going to be on Zoom, so you guys will be able to invite your people, say like noon and 7, like, hey, when are you available? All right, I'm available at noon. Okay, here, go on, do a Zoom chat. There's another leader that's doing these Zoom conversations with in regards to prospecting, and I think it's really powerful and really genius to do so that people can see and hear from others as well, kind of like, you know, a live online opportunity meeting. Because I mean, Joanna and Josh just went and did one in Henderson on Friday. And how many people did you guys sign from that? I mean, it was awesome, right? Like, how many did you sign from that?
Well, we've gotten 3 ambassadors just from that sip and see. So
that's incredible. So there's silver, yeah. Because there's power in that, and people seeing that. But again, you know, we're all our own business owners, and you have to want it too, and you have to be motivated, self-motivated. This is a quote unquote, you know, we describe it as winning the lottery, but you can't just buy the ticket and not ever do anything with it and expect to win. You know, you have to. An analogy I was thinking about is how we talk about planting seeds. That's kind of what this opportunity, you've been given a seed when you first start. So then it's your choice of what you're going to do with your seed. Are you going to plant it in fertile ground? Are you going to nurture it and take care of it? Are you going to plant it, just directly below the surface, or you're really going to dig down deep and put it in there so it can develop those roots and really flourish? What are you going to do with it? You've been given, I kind of want to switch it from the golden ticket, the lottery ticket, to the seed. You've been given this seed. What are you going to do with it? However much you pour into it, however much you love it, however much you water it, feed it, share it with others, that's going to depend on what's going to happen. So thank you guys so much. Does anyone else have anything to add?
Hillary, I have one thing I can add.
Yep, go ahead.
So a lot of my ambassadors will say, well, I don't have anybody else to contact. Okay. Most of us run into 2 strangers a day, at least. You're going somewhere, customer service, whatever. Here's a really great way to engage with that person. The first thing you want to do is you want to give them a compliment, and you just want to look at them and just seem passionate and be like, okay, so let's say you're at Subway and the person, took your order or whatever, and you just say, hey, I noticed, I usually say, I noticed that you're really got some really great customer service or something, whatever it is. What's that?
Outgoing.
You're really outgoing. I think you would be the perfect person for my team. I would love to have you on my team. You would like to consider a supplemental income, get in contact with me, and then just give them your card and be on your way. Keep it short and simple, but giving them a compliment, saying that you noticed something about them, something special, and that you would love to have them on your team, and that supplemental income. I mean, who can't use a supplemental income? Like, really? Anybody can. So that's just one great way to easily plant a seed. And you've edified the person. You've complimented them. It's going to make them feel good too. So.
Yes, perfect. I mean, I shared it with the leaders. I went to TJ Maxx and, talked to the lady at the jewelry counter, went into another boutique, talked to her, and they were thankful. They weren't annoyed that I shared Plexus with them. They were thankful. So remove that again. Remove the ego of like, they're going to be judging me. They're going to be mad at me. They're going to be this. They're going to be that. No, they were thankful. They were thankful that we share, that I shared this. So when you share things like that, and like Joanna said, give them a compliment. But we all come into contact with people. So when people do say that whole, I've, run out of my contact list, I said it last week, this is your mouth, use it, words come out of it. It's a beautiful thing. It's communication. We need to communicate with one another. So awesome. Yay. I'm so thankful for you guys on this call. And next week, I'm actually going to be lining up guest speakers from different teams, different jewels, different ideas, just fun stuff. I really feel like it's super important to start off our week motivated, engaged, and it's always good to bounce ideas off one another, hear new things, and it may be something you've already heard but delivered from someone else's mouth. Sounds different. So just thank you all very much. And again, thank you for your prayers and condolences for my family. The wake for my grandmother is tomorrow and the funeral's on a Wednesday. So the next couple of days I'm going to be a little bit hit and miss. If I don't respond to you right away, please, I hope that you understand, and I'm sure that you do, and your other leaders are there for you. So thank you very much.